Alright, what's going on YouTube? We're just doing a quick little tutorial on what to do on Shutout. There's a couple different ways you can do this. I remember this from like Halo 2. I used to do this strategy and it worked pretty much 100% of the time. I implemented it last night with one of my friends and a couple of his buddies. I just kind of like told them where to be and stuff like that, and it did work the 3 times that we played this, so it's pretty amazing. First of all, you're going to spawn in one of 2 places. You're going to spawn here, or you're going to spawn at the other base, okay? Naturally, normally, I don't, for some odd reason, I always spawn on this side. So one thing that you can do is you're going to want to have snipe, obviously. Now you're going to probably take some fire from the other side, but generally I do not like staying around the snipe base, just because it's so congested. It's a lot easier to take care of you. Just because there's points of entry right here, right up here. They can hide up there. They can even come through there. I mean, there's all different ways, and of course, naturally through the bottom, which nobody ever goes. So what I like to do is I like to generally just get the sniper and head back towards the other side. I know, like, this seems very foreign, but trust me, after you hear what it does, like, you'll definitely see the benefits of it. It does slow down game, like, pace, so be leery of that. Like, if you're one of those people that just likes non-stop action, this probably isn't for you, but if you would rather win, this is definitely for you. So, for creative interest, let's say you spawn on this side. Now generally you're going to spawn right here or right over here. Okay, I generally, if I were to spawn on this side, I would spawn over here. Now one person is going to have to go down here and grab sword. Okay, another person is going to have to make their way and they have to grab scatter shot. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. If you're going to control the BR tower, you're going to have scatter shot. No doubt in my mind. So, somebody grabs scatter shot, and then you guys head towards this area again. Okay? Now, this is very important. They're going to have either snipe on this side, so you're either going to have to work to get the snipe from them, or you're just going to have to grin and bear it. Also, another thing, another forward, like something that you might want to know is respawn times for these weapons. You're definitely going to have to hold scatter shot down and possibly sniper. It really just depends on how you want to work it. Well, anyway, positioning, really simple. Okay, you're going to have a guy right here. He's going to be pretty much owning this side, and he's going to watch the ramp. He's going to watch the lift. That's going to be his primary focus. He's also watching Snipe 2. And he's also watching down here in this area people running towards a scatter shot. Okay, so he's going to be running from there over to here. Now here you don't get much of a vantage point, but this is where you're cut off. Like, this is all this guy does. Okay, there's another guy who is also up here. Generally he runs with the snipe, and he takes care of anybody. You can take care of people at Snipe 1, the lift, everything like that, okay? Basically, he's the sniper. He's going to be your main slayer. The guy who is also running from side to side, that's your guy who's going to be protecting him, okay? You're also going to want a guy right here, okay? And a lot of people say, well, why do you want him right here? There's no point to it. Well, here's the thing. He can see virtually everything. He can see the movement down there. He can see any movement coming from over here to over to your base. He also sees lift. Okay, so this guy is probably one of the more important guys on the entire map. Even more so maybe than the snipe, because he is watching the entire thing go down. Like, he is basically the alpha in the fact that he is your first line of defense. This guy right here sees everything. He can see ramps, he can see down here. He's going to be your main guy. Okay, so you really want to make sure that you listen to this guy. Another thing you're going to want to listen for is the small talk. And what I mean by small talk is, you know, this guy right here who's at yellow, he'll sit there and say, okay, blue pushing red, blue bottom pushing BR1. You know what I mean? So what that means is he's going straight from this blue area and trying to make his way over to BR1. So these guys automatically know kind of where to focus and what route they're probably gonna take at this point. So the small talk is a huge thing. And for your fourth guy you really want either he's gonna be somewhere right here, or he can possibly be down here, depending on how good he is at close quarters combat. So, I mean, he can stay down here and kind of take care of people lifting across, because that's another thing you're gonna look for is people that are coming. People love doing this. They love going, for some odd reason, people just love going from here to there. I have no idea why. It doesn't make any sense. Like, sure, you can see, you know, the BR tower at B3, but I mean, that's not really gonna do too much. Now, something that I do miss from previous Halos is this used to be a glass case. So like on Halo 2, Halo 3, you used to be able to line up over here and you could see all the way down to see what's going on over here. But not so much anymore. You can't see anything. That was another vantage point of being over here. But again, like I said, Snipe Tower to me is too congested. Like I said, too many points of entry that you can cover. But again, all it takes is a couple nades, some nicely placed nades, and they basically have your whole team like on their knees, essentially. So I generally like to stay away from there just because it's not open. Like I said, it's not open at all. But like a nicely placed nade, like those two right there, are taking a bulk of your team's energy right there. And then this area right here, it's too easy. It's way too easy. I would suggest coming over to the BR tower and holding this down, because you're going to have all of the weapons. You're going to have scatter shot. You're going to have the sword. So if anybody tries to rush and kind of get into a close quarters combat battle with you, unless they have stickies, which they're not going to have because you're controlling them right here, I don't see how they're going to get there. I don't see how it happens. I've yet to lose on this map when I do this strategy. And like I said last night, I pretty much wrecked shop. So with that in mind, I hope you guys use this. If it doesn't work for you, let me know and I can revise it. But get a team of 4 and let me know what it does for you guys. With that, I am out of here. All right.